Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here. Is anyone happy? Let me feel the energy. Are you happy? Great. So, tech guys, you're pretty young and you always want to stir up the place. Today, I'll be telling you about my story. My name is Nana, CEO of Asoriba, one of the 4 co-founders who started this amazing company. So, today, I'll be taking you to church, okay? And I'm sure when you think about church, you probably will have a very somber moment. But when you talk about Africa, church is not like this. Church is actually like this, right? It's so exciting, so much energy. But think about it. If you were the church administrator and responsible for this millions of people, and this is Nigeria, having 1 million people in the service, how are you going to manage them? So some of the problems that you have to deal with is stacks of papers for biodata and also reports, and that's really not scalable. At the same time, how would you engage with these people after the service ends? Are you going to call them one by one? It's just not possible. And when it's time for offering, you know what happens. Literally, cash is being taken around everywhere, and that's so unsafe. People actually steal some all the time. But you would agree with me if you're a Ghanaian that some of the biggest billboards belong to churches, and lots of money is spent to reach out to people. But the question is, can you really measure who is seeing it? No, you don't know who is seeing this advert. So these problems I just talked about that affects the church has direct implications on the members. The members, because they are less engaged, begin to dwindle in size. They don't feel a part of the community. And what happens to a church that reduces in size? There's lower donations. But why is lower amounts of donations a problem? It's because the church plays the role of many state institutions that are not working, like taking care of the homeless and needy, feeding the hungry, the pregnant women, building the schools. So if the church is not successful, it actually impacts the community. You understand? So this is a very big problem. So to solve this problem, we built Asoriba. But let me just let you understand how this problem is big. There are about 2.6 million churches that are affected by this challenge. And Africa has about 500 million African Christians. So if you take the entire population, half the population are Christians. So the implications of this problem actually goes back to affect our community. And that's why we built Asoriba, which is basically a CRM for the churches to effectively run their back-end office activities and also ensure transparency so that you don't have people saying all kinds of things. At the same time, for members, we give them a mobile app that allows them to connect with one another, engage, and also conveniently do their tithes and offerings wherever they are. So if I travel to South Africa tomorrow, I can still give my tithes because I know it's going to help that guy in the community to go to school. So the question is, how does it work? I just want to show you a quick video on this. So this is Katia, and like every one of us, when we wake up in the morning, the very first thing we'll do is to pick up our phones and check the latest notification that we got. I guess we all do it, right? So she's going to click on the Asoriba devotional notification, which is on tithing. And devotionals are daily messages you receive from the scripture that you meditate on, okay? So after reading about tithing, she wants to give her tithes because it's going to support someone. So she simply clicks on Giving, which is in the upper right-hand corner, and then she selects tithes, which is down there on the bottom, and enters the amount of money she really wants to give. This time she wants to give 100 Ghana cedis. So after entering the amount of money right on her bed, she's going to support someone and clicks send. The money moves from her account straight into the church's bank account, gives the church a notification, and they have clarity of who she is, how much she's given. And at the same time, the church also has details about the transactions. But it doesn't end there. The church knows every single person who is in the church and can then begin to take care of them carefully and make good boardroom decisions. So this time, the church is making decisions based on data. And the decisions can then be communicated to all the members right there. So whether you're in the office or whether you are in the kitchen or you're in school or you're at the shop, you get a real-time notification about what is going to happen next. And this builds a very tight, engaged community. I expect you to give a round of applause to this application. So we currently have over 10,000 members and 1,000 churches on our platform. We have some strategic partners, and that includes Vodafone, Barclays Africa Group, and also InterSwitch in Nigeria. I want to talk about what we want to do, okay? In the next 2 years, we want to be the go-to church management platform across the continent, and it's for strategic reasons. Not only are we serving the church community, but it also ties directly into the future. Currently, we are in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa, and this happened in 2 years. And 2 years, 4 guys from Ghana have moved a company from Ghana into these markets. Now, let me show you what's exciting. The question is it just church? Does it end there? No. This is what's next. we are building a platform that allows us to diversify and begin to serve any other organized groups. So whatever organized group it may be, school, other religions, other cultures, whatever. Once you're an organized group, you can take advantage of our platform, organize yourselves, communicate, engage, and receive donations. And let's take a very good use case of this. Tech in Ghana conference. Today, after the event and everyone will start walking around, trying to exchange contacts, can I get in touch with you? And this is always happening. What if we can take an advantage of our platform and build a singular place where everybody can connect? And I want to introduce you at this point, the Tech in Ghana Conference app. The Tech in Ghana Conference app allows you to see real-time notifications of everything that's happening, the speakers. At the same time, you can actually get to see everyone who is here in the conference and also follow them and begin to chat with them one-on-one. So there's no need to hassle each other for contacts because you have one platform and you can engage together. And the exciting thing is that as the forums and the discussions are picked up, you can begin to join the forums and say or speak what's on your mind by simply typing. So now you see how a startup that focuses on church is now going on to affect our entire community. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can install this right now on the Google Play Store and the App Store. So please try it out and let's start talking. Ladies and gentlemen, just to end, I want to tell you that we are on a very big journey to drive deeper engagement in our communities. And we can do that to build flourishing communities. And that can only happen if our administration processes, whether in church or in our communities or in our schools, are effective. And that ultimately will bring the kind of community and the financial freedom we want because people can easily donate. So join me as we bring this impact in our community and make Ghana and Africa an amazing place. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with me. Thank you. Yes.